Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer joins me today to unpack the latest in the mining industry. Hi Martin.
Hi Chanel.
Firstly, Copper 360 says it has about 560 billion rands worth of copper in the ground. What can you tell us about that?
Well, look at this junior on the Altex and look at what it's reporting already. I mean, it just shows you the potential of our Northern Cape. Here this company comes in, it starts as Big Tree and then it joins Ship, and you've got this big Ship now which had so many assets which are shallow as well, and you've got the two coming together, and you've got what was Big Tree already producing copper plate because there are rocks there that were left by previous miners, Newmont and Goldfields, that are rich, and every time they do drilling they report better results. So they were saying at the start they've got a 100-year life at the rate of mining. Now they're saying a 200-year life. People can't understand this, but there are 12 mines there, 60 prospects. So you can see that this has really got huge potential. And to say that the metal in the ground is worth 560 billion when you're a junior, and imagine if the copper price goes up as well, because the world is short of copper. There's a rush for copper at the moment, and that rush is being shown in the Northern Cape as well, which is proving highly prospective. I think, the Northern Cape is almost like Western Australia was a couple of decades ago. Everybody's finding things there. So it's going to be a good company that I think it's going to advance very well. The leadership there is very good. The chairperson, Shirley Hayes, I mean, she grew up in that area. She Springbok is in her blood. So she knows that area very well. Her contribution through Ship is quite large. You've then got Jan Nelson. He's been around the block several times, in the mining industry, and he went to school at Help Mekaar. So people are helping Mekaar, and it's really going well there.
Meanwhile, Botswana Diamonds has been granted a new prospecting license in South Africa.
And you see, that's Northern Cape again. So although they are active, in Limpopo, they are also looking around everywhere else in South Africa. And although we say there's not much to do on the exploration front, if you get a person like James Campbell who really knows the diamond business and he looks at the data and the history, he finds things all over the place. And this cluster of kimberlites that he's found in the Northern Cape, he's got a prospecting right for 5 years. So you see how long this takes, and that's what we got to get used to, that the sooner we get this cadastre going, the sooner we get people looking and prospecting, the sooner we're going to get exploration. They've first got to prospect the place, and it's a long process, but he's used to it. So, he's got operations in Botswana, he's actually mining diamonds in Limpopo already, and so he can do all these other prospecting activities as well, and it's good to see that he's got them there in the Northern Cape, even though the name of the company is Botswana Diamonds, so you imagine Botswana, but no, very active in South Africa.
And finally, tell us more about South Africa needing to go all out to become a country of choice.
A country of choice you've got to be, and if we have to grow this economy, which we're trying to do now, business and government coming around, trying to deal with the real urgent issues of energy, logistics and crime, working together there, very important. So you've got to start developing what you normally take for granted. You've got to get those problems out the way, and then once you've done that and you start growing your economy, you're going to find a need for skills, because a lot of skills have left this country. And if we're not a country of choice, we're not going to get those skills in. So we have to start really focusing on how you become a country of choice, and that goes well beyond just having good logistics and good energy and no crime. You've got to be a fairly attractive company, particularly at this time when there's so much activity going on in mining. There's critical metals. We see people flocking to the United States. I mean, when did you want to go to the United States to mine? All of a sudden, no, they want to mine there. So, and they are going in, and they're incentivized. We need to make sure that when we grow this economy, we make this place attractive. And that's a holistic approach. And then you're going to be able to attract those skills that you need. In the meantime, we are educating people here, It's costing the taxpayer money to put them through tertiary education. They then get lured to developed countries who are actually benefiting from the expenditure that we've made on these young people. And I once said to the High Commissioner of Australia, I said, come on now, give us a break. We are a developing country. Don't take our skills like that. And he just turned to me and he said, make yourself a country of choice. Be a country of choice. It won't happen. All we do is our private sector put ads in your papers and those people are lured out. You need to now lure them back. And I think we must have that at the back of our mind. Once we get rid of these major problems, strategize to make this place a country of choice.
Thanks for chatting to us, Martin.
It's a great pleasure, Chanel.
That's it for today. Join us again next week for more news analysis on the local and global mining industries. Also, don't forget to listen to the audio version of our Mining Weekly newsletters.